Coming up on MHS1.
We take a look at Orchestra's new pet.
Look into the new Senior Sunrise tradition.
And more.
And it's all coming up on MHS1.
Good morning, McKinney High School. Today is Thursday, August 31st. I'm Morgan Wasserman.
And I'm Chant Presley, and you're watching MHS1. This past week, an old McKinney High School tradition took place on our campus for our new seniors, Senior Sunrise. Students gathered the morning before school to celebrate the beginning of their senior year. Charlie Taylor, Emma Johansson, myself, and Ava Grajeda bring you more.
On Friday, August 18th, McKinney High School Student Council hosted this year's Senior Sunrise, a tradition honoring our seniors. Now we take a deeper dive behind the scenes.
For Senior Sunrise, basically the preparations involve choosing a date that works for most seniors, order donuts, make a Sam's Club run. Then the morning of Senior Sunrise, we get there early with all the underclassmen in Stuco to set everything up. I think it's just the dawning of senior year. It kind of provides sort of a ceremonial launching point for students to stop and reflect that this is the beginning of their last year in public school, and then it's kind of bookended with Senior Sunset, which just allows for that moment of closure with friends.
We then asked students what their favorite part of Senior Sunrise was.
Senior Sunrise means that I get to spend time with my friends, eating donuts and having a good time.
My favorite part about Senior Sunrise is hanging with all my friends. My favorite part about Senior Sunrise is taking pictures with everyone. My favorite part about Senior Sunrise is eating donuts because I was hungry.
It's like the mark of like a senior year where everyone gets together, and then at the end of the year we just kind of like think back on what we do.
In the end, the class of 2024 Senior Sunrise was a success, and we look forward to many more to come. This has been Emma Johansson, Chant Presley, and Charlie Taylor signing off for MHS1.
Recently, our Texas government passed a law that will be affecting all schools. This bill is to help with safety, protection of our students, teachers, and staff members. Aiden Lewis brings us more on how this law will be affecting our school.
The Texas legislature passed House Bill 3, which mandates armed security personnel during school hours. McKinney ISD has traditionally partnered with the McKinney Police Department for school resource officers, or commonly known as SROs, but has faced a shortage of officers for additional positions in elementary schools. They explored hiring retired officers as school marshals and licensed security personnel to fill this gap. Due to budget constraints and the lack of state funding, they adopted a multi-layered security approach. The McKinney ISD Board of Trustees approved a good cause exemption on August 14, 2023, allowing for the implementation of this model and arming personnel. Most importantly, we wanted to know how parents feel on this matter. September Rolch is a parent of 3 kids in McKinney ISD.
I think that adding additional security is pretty much always a good thing, especially, elementary kids sometimes don't think about logistics of, leaving doors open, things like that. Somebody checking continually, that's always a good thing. I guess I don't think that additional security is ever a bad thing. Not necessarily. No, I don't think having a guard on campus necessarily makes me more comfortable. I think that people having guns and having access to firearms is unfortunately a way of life, and you kind of just have to adapt. We talk to our kids a lot about safety and what to do, or being able to get out of a situation if possible. And unfortunately, that's sort of the world we live in.
McKinney ISD faces challenges with this House bill, including finding qualified personnel. Funding for guards involves a state contribution of only $15,000 per campus, leaving McKinney ISD to cover the rest. Despite financial constraints, Superintendent Sean Pratt prioritizes student and staff safety. McKinney ISD told us that currently 7 guards are employed, and the rest will be hired through a private security company. We also wanted to know what a good cause exemption means, and that means that it allows the boards to deviate funding due to personnel and safety, relying on alternative safety measures. All non-guarded McKinney ISD campuses will start to see guards as soon as September 1st. And then some little insider knowledge for you. The Texas Association of School Boards, or commonly referred to as TASB, estimates that it'll cost $80,000 to place 1 armed guard at one campus alone, but the state is only providing a $15,000 grant per campus. Reporting in McKinney, Aiden Lewis, MHS1.
30-second PSA. 1. Students must show an ID when entering the building, come to school events like dances, or sitting in the student section at games. 2. Cell phones and other electronic devices are to be put away during instruction, either in a backpack away from your desk or in a designated area by a teacher. 3. If you are tardy, you must get a tardy slip at the nearest house office or a tardy card. 4. Unless it is an emergency, we ask that students remain in class during the first and last 10 minutes of class. 5. Passes are required to leave class. When you're in the hallways with a pass, you must leave your phone in the classroom. And those are 5 new policies at McKinney High School.
Now let's head over to Fine Arts in the Field with Charlie Taylor.
Good morning, Lions. I'm your host, Charlie Taylor, and welcome to this year's first Fine Arts in the Field. Last week, the Royal Pride Band debuted their marching show, Second Dimension, during halftime at the kickoff game. Next up, the McKinney Marquettes are hosting a mini camp for all students kindergarten through 5th grade, Saturday, September 9th. Be sure to scan the QR code to register. Finally, the orchestra will be hosting their preview show tonight at 6 p.m. in the PAC. That's all for today, Lions, and now for McKinney High Orchestra's new mascot, Beethoven.
We got to know Melody King, McKinney High Orchestra's official zookeeper, along with the infamous Beethoven.
Beethoven is a very interesting fish. Basically, we went to PetSmart. They were actually cleaning out all their tanks at PetSmart, and we just saw him on one of the shelves. He was in a tiny little cup. He looked so helpless. We had to get him. My favorite thing about having Beethoven is seeing everyone at the during orchestra just walk up to him when we're all leaving and just looking at him, because I think it's so funny that we just have everyone come up and look at him. I wasn't really interested in being an officer that much until I saw zookeeper as one of the things on the form, and then I was like, what's zookeeper? And Mr. Harvick's like, oh, we're gonna have a class pet next year. And I was like, really? And he's like, it's just gonna be a fish. And I was like, I want it.
Getting to know Beethoven was the highlight of our week, and we are so proud to have him as a McKinney Lion. This has been Andrea Carvajal and Kimberly Vega reporting for MHS1.
Thanks, Charlie. This school year, we welcome our new principal, Dr. Kent. Adriana Strock and myself bring you more.
So why did Dr. Kent go from middle school to high school? What was the purpose?
How come we're not allowed to use our phones during class anymore? What am I supposed to do after I'm done with my assignments?
What are the goals that Dr. Kent has for us this year at MHS?
She's our 3rd principal in 3 years. Why is that?
She called us the Bulldogs twice, but we're the Lions.
Hi, good morning, Lions. Dr. Paula Kent, nice to see you all today. My last year to teach was actually at McKinney North High School, right up the road. I was there for 11 years, which explains some of my faux pas, and I do apologize for saying Bulldogs. I didn't even know I said it. It was just force of habit, and I am working hard on it, I promise you, because I do love the Lions. I can tell y'all after the first pep rally, I totally get it. You guys are amazing, and the vibe and the spirit you have here is wonderful, and I'm so glad to be here with you guys. So I've been asked a little bit about the phones and the electronic devices just in general. And in our experience as administrators, this is the most effective practice, is just out of sight, out of mind. So this is just our way of protecting you and protecting the instructional time and giving you the opportunity to learn as much as you possibly can and get as much done while you're in class. So when class is over, you have more free time, because I know y'all are busy. So I've been asked to talk a little bit about being the 3rd principal in 3 years. I know that that is hard. I really do. Change is always hard for all of us. But I will say this, it's not as much change as you probably think it is. I have been in the district for a long time, so a lot of the practices that I expect are things that really were expected before. But really what I'm about is about learning. That's number one for me. It always will be. Right. The thing I want you to leave McKinney High with is an excellent world-class education. And so while you're here, I just want you to learn all you can, develop yourself as much as you can, take advantage of all the opportunities that we have for you, and find out kind of who you are and what you want to be. And then in the meantime, I want you to have a good time doing it, because there's a lot of fun things that we do up here, and I want you to be a part of all of it. My hair okay? Yes. Nothing flying out of the way? I'll make sure my glasses aren't too smudged. It's usually a given. All right.
Hello, my name is Aiden Lewis, and this is your MHS1 flash briefing. We'd like to communicate an important update for McKinney ISD in regards to vaping. Earlier this summer, House Bill 114 was passed, which outlines that if a student is in possession, caught selling, or distributing any vape on school property or any school function, it will mean a mandatory DAP sentence. This law goes into effect on September 1st for all school districts across Texas. This bill was passed in hopes to cut down on the teen vaping epidemic. That's all for your MHS1 flash briefing. Now back to Champ and Morgan at the desk.
Now here's Ava Grajeda with our sports update.
My name's Ava Grajeda, and this is your MHS1 sports update. Tuesday night, our volleyball team played Walnut Grove and won 3-2. Next Tuesday, they will play J.J. Pierce at 6:30. Last night, baseball started their fall ball league against Sherman and will play next Tuesday at home. Tuesday night, our tennis team had their crosstown showdown and faced Boyd. They lost 12-4. Last week, football played Longview and won 23-21. Tomorrow night, they will play Berkner at Wildcat Ram Stadium at 7:30. Next week, we'll be playing Flower Mound at home at 7:30. That's all for our sports update. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Ava. Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken. Are you ready to say hi to the new school year?
Yep, totally. And to help us with that is Tyler Killian and Claire Toole.
There you go.
When I wake up.
Hi, Ken.
Hey, Barbie.
Hey, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hey, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Well, that's all we have for you today. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at MHS Mainstream.
And make sure to listen to our very first podcast episode of the year on Spotify or on our website, mainstreamnews.com.
And remember, if it's news
and it's at McKinney High School, it's MHS1.